The last one I want to talk about is the short-term confinement area. Okay, so we talked about the long-term. Now we're going to talk about the crate. Okay, crate. A lot of people don't like the crate because there are people that'll keep their dog in there for long periods of time. To be honest with you, if a dog's sleeping, I don't think it's a problem because 8 hours for me flies like that when I'm asleep. So.
Yes. But does that count as the training if he's in there for 8 hours or 4 hours and he slept for...
Oh yeah, absolutely,
okay.
Because it's a place of rest.
Yeah.
So my dogs, the only time I could get her to relax is in the crate.
Yeah, okay.
Which is not the point. The point, and that's what we're going to talk about in a second. So that is, for example, you're like, well, I really don't want you to be in your long-term area. I'm going to put you in a crate, right? Because we're dealing with one is confinement resilience.
Yeah.
I can't even spell that. Confinement? How do I spell that?
CONFINEMENT.
Ah, that's right.
Oh,
you
I
understand.
can't spell it unless I try to write it.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
the
using
thing,
the same.
right?
I had to
And it's
write
like
it in my head.
sometimes Afrikaans gets me. Like the more tight I am, the less likely I think in English.
Yeah.
Or, So confinement resilience, which is an important skill. Okay, that's one. Two is it's a place of, we want to create it as a place of rest. Because the thing is, not only is it great with toilet training, but it's great for if your dog's an injury or had an operation and the vet goes, you need to keep your dog quiet.
Yeah.
Everyone laughs at me when I have Ziva because they're like, good luck.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I just put her in the crate, she goes to sleep and bring her around on a short leash, pee, she goes right back in.
Yeah.
Or I sit on the leash.
Yeah.
So that's very important. So at night time, now here's the formula that I use at night time. That's why I said usually the first 3 months is when you don't sleep too much.
Okay.
So at night time, now you usually have summer and you have winter, right? First thing, take the water away.
Yes. We haven't been doing that. That feels mean to me because I get so thirsty.
Yeah, I get thirsty at night too. I drink all night.
And sometimes he doesn't drink, and I'm like, he doesn't drink water. Should I take the water away? Because he's, it's after dinner. It's been 10 minutes, 20 minutes past, and he hasn't drunk. And then I like, I'll take it away, and then he's like,
Yeah.
and then he drinks a whole bowl, in the 20 minutes before bedtime.
And that's what's going to make you suffer during the night because he's going to go, I have to pee.
Yeah, right.
So again, it's your decision. Am I going to be kind and let him drink because I feel sorry for him, or am I going to be cruel and he's not like a certain amount of time?
Yeah.
He's not going to have.
In the wild, he wouldn't be drinking all night. He'd go down to the water hole and then.
Well, he would be because he's a nocturnal animal. Really, we have to
okay,
teach.
yeah,
Well, they're
right,
predators.
yeah.
They hunt at dusk and usually. So
Yeah, I
they
didn't
have
think of
to.
them as nighttime hunters. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why most people would go, my dog has these crazy moments. And I'm like, yeah, we call them zoomies.
Yeah.
So puppies, it can be between 4 and 6 at night. I know some puppies, 9 o'clock, they're like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, just play.
Yeah.
Sorry, so you take away the water.
Sorry, Dad, we've double booked something today, so
That's all right.
I'll just do with Dad for a bit. Cattle.
I'm taking notes for him.
Yep. So in summer, obviously the hotter it is, the later you do it.
Okay.
So if it's like 40 degrees or whatever, like I would say about 8 o'clock, I take it away.
Okay.
But usually I would say roughly around 7:30.
Okay.
Okay. Because when you go to bed, he gets another opportunity. So if that's 10 o'clock, that's at least 2.5 hours.
So, take the water out of the confinement area.
Yes.
But he can still have access to it when he goes out to go to the toilet.
No, because
so
if he drinks, then you need to get up.
Well, that's what I thought you said. So no water. So when you said that he can still get access to that when you go to bed
So
at 10:30.
I'm saying, no, because you go to bed, so he gets his toilet opportunity.
Yes.
So that gives him 2.5 hours where he's had water because he's had access. And once he learns this, right, he'll be like, oh, I need to drink.
Yes.
So when you then take him at 10 o'clock, let's say you go to bed, he pees and he's empty for the night.
Yes, I hear what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where in winter, I usually do it a little earlier because they don't drink, no one drinks that much during winter. But use your common sense. I say common sense, but it's not so common if you're not a dog trainer. Like my dad's an engineer, so he'd constantly tell me about engineer common sense.
Is that's 1900, right?
Yes, correct. Sorry, I write that way.
No, that's okay. I just thought it might have been 1400. I'm like, well, that's really
yeah,
early.
Sorry about that. Yeah, no, that's a bit early, yeah. Alright, does that make sense?
Yeah, that does, yeah.
Okay, now when we're talking about the toilet training formula, right? So he's 2 months old plus 1 means every 3 hours, right? So roughly around 2 months old, right? You get up every night for the first month and everyone's like, no. And I'm like, trust me, I hate it too, but it's the best months you're going to spend of your life.
It's easier than the kids by far. So.
I'd say so. Midnight, I get up. And again, the protocol's the same. I pick you up, I take you out, you're on the lead, I put you down, you pee. Good boy. At night time, I don't play because I want to get back to bed.
Yeah.
So I pick him right back up, put him in his crate. Good night, sweetheart, and I go. That's it.
So, set the alarm kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay, because I've been waiting till he rows, and it has been quite consistently every 3 hours. But I set my alarm, and I go, okay, now I'm going to take you. Okay.
I'm going to tell you why. If you say to me, oh, I wait until he rouses, what about if he rouses but he actually doesn't want to go to pee? You don't know that.
So, and that's I had one night where I was like,
You're waiting there for 20 minutes or
and then,
something.
Yeah. And then I'm
Because
like,
that's what people ask me,
now.
right? They go, how long do I wait? It's very easy until he goes. So you go, I have to wait for an hour? Well, if you waited for him to tell you he needs to go outside because you think it was toilet training, but really it was because he wanted to go and check something out.
Yeah.
That's not my problem.
Yeah.
Because
So I give him enough time for his bladder to be full so that when he goes, he has to go.
Yeah, see what I mean?
Easy peasy.
Cool.
All over it.
That's it. At 3 months, 1 o'clock. So already you're starting to up it by an hour. See, this is the muscular system that we're talking about. Right? Because some dogs are really good muscular, they can hold it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to create urinary tract infections when they have to hold it for too long.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Okay? So, at 1 o'clock
And
in the
also it
morning.
creates that thing where he goes on commands.
That's it.
Yeah, okay.
Because if you have an assistance dog or a therapy dog, you have to let them go when you have the opportunity, because if you're in class or whatever, the dog can't be like, oh, I need to go, because I train similar in the standard for therapy dogs as I do for assistance dogs, because occupational health and safety remains the same. Okay. And then at 4 months, guess what? 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
By 5 months, your dog's sleeping through the night.
Yay!
That's why I said that first 3 months of toilet training is terrible.
Yeah.